Greetings friends, my name is David McLeod. Welcome to this week's Affirmation message video. Recently I did a show on my weekly Life Matters TV program where we talked about what it's like when the inmates end up running the asylum. Of course, the main point of that discussion had to do with allowing our ego mind to run our lives while our true self, our spiritually empowered life force, gets relegated to a back room somewhere, maybe even locked up in a prison deep in our psyche. When this happens, we tend to create chaos, confusion, pain, and suffering pretty much everywhere we go. And then we wonder why nobody likes us, and we end up so unhappy and unfulfilled. Well, as I've discussed in some of my lessons before, the ego mind is highly safety focused, always on the lookout for danger and risk, and trying to keep us from getting hurt. In a very real sense, the ego mind is doing us a big favor, and it's a necessary part of the architecture that makes it possible for us to make our way through our physical lives. Unfortunately, the ego mind is also a lot like an underdeveloped child, so it has a pretty limited perspective on how to solve problems. Generally, the ego mind looks to past circumstances and uses historical information to project what might happen out into the future. And because it is on the alert for danger and risk, it tends to imagine undesirable outcomes. If we put too much stock in what the ego mind is warning us about, then we hold ourselves back from doing things that might seem risky, but which might actually turn out to be perfectly safe. One thing I've said before, and I'll say again, is this. If you look at your life thus far, you'll see that you've arrived at a certain point. No doubt, you had to face challenges and overcome obstacles in order to get where you are now. Well, pay close attention to this, because so far, you have a 100% track record of success. Every challenge you faced, every obstacle that has shown up in your life, you've gotten through all of them, 100% of them, no matter how dangerous or risky they might have seemed when they actually presented themselves. Think of it, perfect success in overcoming obstacles to get where you are now. So why should the next obstacle be any different? Why would the universe suddenly stop supporting you? Well, the truth is, it won't. The universe is there to support every conscious choice and inspired decision that you make. Will there be risks? Yes, of course. And in reality, that's what makes life worth living, isn't it? But remember that no matter what's going on in your life, you can always remain compassionate, serene, safe, and secure. And if you give your ego mind a long overdue vacation and listen only to the authoritative voice of your higher self, you will experience that as a reality. Have a fabulous week.